Oh. Alright, numlock. Smart lamp? Smart lamp. Yeah, we'll take a smart lamp. No cough syrup. A thick wool onesie. Just what we need heading into summertime. Antiseptic, cough syrup. Codeine. That was a good bathroom. Uh-oh. The wood axe! Another one we can use. Oops. Alright, it is appropriate for the style. So, brutal strike, sweep attack, medium block. Pretty slow again, 142. Bash crit combo. I'm going to keep picking these things up because I expect to be damaging the stuff and having to switch to alternates fairly often. So, we'll take that with us. Dinosaur suit. Can I wear it on top of my armor? No, I cannot. That's unfortunate. More binoculars. Empty steel drum, barrel of Chardonnay, and lots more alcohol. Oops. Alright, storage is going to be getting a little tight. Yeah, we're almost full. 190 and 160. I got my mini nuke though, we're ready for anything. Alright, so we got another appropriate weapon for our style. Let's finish the trip I was intending to do. It's just a minor morale negative. Oops. Guilty about killing. Eventually it goes away when you kill enough zombie kids. I still don't agree with that whole thing. I think it's silly. But, whatever. Oh. It's an electric sports car. Can't switch though, because it's got no wheels. Yeah, I hate zombie children. I'd rather fight any other standard zombie than a zombie child. They're the ones I hate the most. Alright, which of these... It's supposedly the entrance is on the far side. Usually it's this lighter colored M, but I've seen some odd mansions where it was not the lighter colored M. There's no ants or anything to distract all the zombies this time. Oh, and there's a body pit next to it. Well, that's not friendly. Let's get the headlights on, and let's, feral human. Honk the horn, and then go out this way. Slowly. We're just gonna drag all of these zombies out of the way. Uh-oh. Right up until the pupating exploded, and now we've got all the flyers. Alright, that was rude. Now I'm going to lose all the guys in the back, because I have to speed up. going to lose my tail. Circle back around. Guess I should just walk in and look instead of... Normally what I do is if I get the opportunity, depending on the map arrangement, I pull up and I have my car facing the interior or the entryway with the headlights on. That way it'll shine light back far enough that you can see if there's medieval gear in this corner or in this corner. Then I'll park and I have to actually go in and run upstairs to check the upper area. But sometimes it's inconvenient, depending on placements. I think for this one I'm just going to stop here and I'll kill all these regular zombies and just walk in. Uh-oh. God damn it. He threw a rock. It reflected off my torso. Alright, so we have enough protection. This is a few more zombies than I initially expected. Ouch. So many of them are getting me in the eyes. Jeez. Crowbar. MP3. My backpack. There's Boyer's buddy. So, the library. Arms and armor of Imperial China. Sure. Why not? I think we're getting close to having all of the medieval weaponry and armor books. Lemat revolver. So no medieval gear on this side. I think you got my backpack. Or my gloves. No medieval gear. Alright, so we didn't get lucky this time. Pop upstairs. See if there's anything on the second landing up here. There we have medieval gear. The Bakken. Another scabbard. Kabuto and the Oyoroi. However that's pronounced. So, unfortunately, not the stuff I was hoping for. Like a backup scabbard. And eyes and mouth. Oh, thanks. Oh, actually, maybe. Nah. So, yeah, there you go. That's pretty much all I do in mansions. I just check those two spots. Check downstairs, and I pop upstairs and check the initial entry area. It's possible to find medieval gear in the basement, but it's, in my experience, much, much more rare in the basement. You have to search all over the damn basement to try to find it, so it takes a huge amount of time. I prefer not to do that. I just play the odds, and I'd rather go to a different mansion and look for the gear in the more likely places. I'll hold on to those for a moment. Alright, next stop. North. We got the gun. Oh, we got the full set. Got the Remington 700 30-06 fully wow, he had everything. He had the fully loaded Remington 700. He's got the telescope, molly pack, combat knife, MREs. That'd be quite the find. Super early game for somebody. Don't care, don't need, don't care, don't need. And not really concerned with. Yeah, I can wait on those. Alright, so another radio tower, which we do have access to. That'll push the map out that way a little further. Not seeing anything else that I really care about, other than we got a good look into the town. Not feeling a need for the fire axe at the fire station anymore. Don't care about the stadium or the zoo. Is this a collapse tower? It is a collapse tower, so that would be not fun for us. Of course, finally have a location where I can get ammo, and it's tucked right up against the city and in the middle of a big pile of trees. So, we're not going to be able to get that. No easy to access museums, hunting supply stores buried in the middle of the town. Yeah, I don't see this as a reasonable one to try to attempt. That'd be too dangerous. Yeah, might not be too bad if I came up through the forest and then up like so. We're getting close to getting some full moon bonus at night. I either need some time to go by so we get some full moon bonus, or I need to get night vision. What I'm really driving around looking for, I mean, I'm happy to jump into mansions and look for the last couple of weapons I might want, or any second copies of armor. But mostly I'm looking for research facility. Part of the goal of the challenge was become a cattle mutant, and you know, in Intelligence 3 attempt to make a cattle mutant, I gotta find a lab. Research facility preferred, and so far we have not seen one. Haven't seen a single lab anywhere of any kind, and no research facility. So I think I'm going to pass on this one. Yeah, we're going to pass on that one. Pink tea in the forest. Over there. That's the strange temple. We talked about that a little bit ago. Versus the red tea, which is the lookout tower. I read that apparently this has got a chance for some good vehicles, so I think I'm gonna go south first, do a drive-by, see if it shows any vehicles we might be able to switch to. The other reason I'm hopeful to find a research facility is it has pristine condition vehicles in the parking lot. And then we'll perhaps hit that other radio tower afterwards. Oh, the teal tea? So yes, that's fungal flowers. One of the fungal variants. Fungal's no big deal. Feral humans. Oh, I drove driving right past them. Hey, big pile of zombies out here for no reason. Oh, there's the body site. That's why they're out there. Where I was earlier. Lost track. All I care about here is seeing if there's vehicles. The hell vehicle is that? What is that thing? No, really. What is that thing? I don't think I have ever seen that vehicle. Survivor car? Alright, I don't think I've ever seen one. Huh. Broken security system. Got a draining tank. Not in too bad a shape, but if it's only got the one tank and it's draining, that wouldn't be good. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this vehicle. Interesting. Kitchen unit, mini fridge, recharge station. Oh, and a cargo... It's got a cargo space under the recharge station? That's kind of funny. Huh. Yeah, spiked ram. Well, I want to take a look at it, so we'll leave these guys. Ditch my backpack. Oh, I forgot I've got that rifle on too. Goodbye, zombies. Kevlar vest. I can wear a Kevlar vest with everything else, huh? No thanks. Alright, let's ditch the shotgun before I forget again. Again, they got into the vehicle. Now they're going to break it while I try to get reoriented. M27 IAR, multiple grenades, and some MREs. No gas. All drained away. Well, that's unfortunate. I'd like to drive around in the survivor car. Wonder if this is the only location that shows up in. I would, of course, rip out the mini fridge and put a welding rig in. Kitchen units. There's no door on the other side, so there's only the 2 ways in and out. Driver's door in the rear. Can't step on either of those 2 spaces. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I was hoping I'd be able to drive out with that. That would have been kind of cool. Hmm. 357 SIG FMJ. They keep crates full of guns? The wood axe again. Oh, how many of these? How many backup weapons do I need? We haven't damaged one of my main ones yet. I always recommend people play experimental, but you know, the other thing to realize is we're right at the tail end of the current experimental period. We're in feature freeze for the 0.F stable, so what I'm playing now is basically what you're going to play as soon as this next stable releases. So I would say experimental, but some people get nervous about that. Whatever. The only thing you really need to know how to do to play experimental is how to copy your save folder. Copy save folder, update game to the newest experimental, play game. If bug occurs that is something you can't live with, then just copy your save folder, roll back to the earlier version, and restore your save folder. Pretty much all there is to it. So if you know how to copy a folder, you can play experimental without any real fear. I hear these horror stories people always spout about experimental builds and so on, but I mean, I've been live streaming Cataclysm with the most recent experimental builds 99.9999% of the time, and I've never once had a series actually end early because of any problems like that. So, and we're talking more than 100 challenge series, more than 3,000 hours of Cataclysm up on YouTube. So I don't understand the people that have those problems. 99% of the time when I see those reports and those people that are complaining about that, what I also find out when I ask questions is they have a mod list 4 miles long, and that's where the problems are actually occurring. It's because they're trying to run experimental and updating their experimental, and they're using 40 different mods, and the mods don't get updated at the same time as experimental does, and then they get all sorts of problems and conflicts and errors, and they blame just general experimental when it has really nothing to do with experimental. It has to do with them wanting to play a million mods, and that's usually what I see as causing the problem. What would you say is the best loot location ignoring zombies? I don't know. I don't know that there's a single best. Every time anybody asks me that kind of question, I have to ask a half dozen follow-up questions. I mean, what do you consider best loot? I mean, I don't know. There are some places I love to find, but it's usually because it has one or two particular things that I know I might want or need, or it has a high chance of having those particular things. Yep, we did have a bug that was causing the game to crash when you're dropping items. So, were you following what I said about back up your save? Restore your game? It's not that hard. If a bug like that exists, and usually a bug like that exists for a day, maybe 2 days, then hey, you have a backup. It takes seconds to restore your game to a previous build and put your save back in and you're off and running again. Shouldn't take more than about 60 seconds to recover from that kind of a situation. And or you do the smarter thing and you don't update your build until you finish your current run. You update in between runs. And then you pretty much totally avoid that problem. So yeah, there's no excuse. I've been recommending and been playing experimental, live streaming it regularly, non-stop, literally non-stop for almost 4 years now, and have never once had a run end, stop, crash, whatever. Closest I ever got was the Drunk Master Mutant run, where the game crashed during an autosave and it corrupted my map file, and I had to drive to completely new areas so that it would generate new map locations. That was the closest I ever got. So once in, about 4,000 hours of Cataclysm. I am going... I don't know if I want to go all the way up north. So, can problems occur in experimental? Absolutely. Yes, there can be problems. Is it easy to avoid? And should you avoid all the benefits of experimental just for the once-in-a-year problem that is actually a game-playing issue that you don't want to deal with? Nah, not at all. But hey, like I said, you want to play stable, play stable. I don't particularly care. The only problem I have is I spend hours, literally hours of every single day on Reddit and on Discords and on YouTube comments helping players and answering questions. And the number of times where I find out I'm trying to help somebody and they're using a 0.C stable or an Android build from I don't know when, or even the most recent stable. And I have to try to keep track of what was in stable and how stable worked versus the experimental build 4 or 10,000 updates later. That's the only part where I actually have any issue, is just it's really hard sometimes to distinguish which build somebody's using and try to keep track in my head of what was in the game at what period of time. That's why I don't bother with stable, because I just can't keep it straight in my head. It's hard enough keeping track of just experimental build. I can't keep what was in stable and the current experimental in my brain simultaneously. We got a soldier site right next to the fungal flowers, do we? There's the 110A1 again. An industrial card. We've already got one, so I'm not excited about picking up another one. Let's just go right on by it. Go get him, fungus. Get him. But the other reason I don't recommend stable generally is that, especially people that are on the forums and on the Discord that are asking the question, if you're already in that location, 99% of the chatter in that location of information, Discord, Reddit, and so on, the people there are playing experimental. They're talking about experimental. The comments they're making are about experimental. And so, I mean, if that's what the majority of people are playing, or at least the ones that are on those locations looking for information, then why not join the crowd? That's where all the cool features are. Rift, a rift. I just generally dislike the whole stable versus experimental terminology as well. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as the experimental branch is like an MMO. It's just each day it updates and you play, just like an MMO. It updates constantly on the fly. Nothing up top. One upside to stable labs are stupidly common. Well, in a week when 0.F stable releases, that will no longer be true. When I say a week, I'm being facetious and probably misestimating a very large amount, but you get me the idea. What I'm playing now is basically going to be the next stable that has been on the soon-to-released dates for a while now. So, enjoy it. If you want that logic, just go play Bright Nights. That is 0.D stable with a few changes and updates. What the hell? Where are the labs? Why are there no labs anywhere? No research facilities, no labs. I don't want stupid FEMA camps. Guess we're going back out and then south. We'll check this and start looking out this way. The hidden lab spawns, yeah, I don't like the new labs. Although there are a few variants now that I haven't seen, so at some point I'll have to make a concerted effort to spend some time in the subways hunting down these various lab types. Nah, they just really nerfed the standard lab spawns, I don't know, a month ago or so, 2 months, I forget exactly when. But the overworld old-style science labs have just been heavily nerfed. Yeah, it's really rare to even see the above-ground new style lab entrance that has the elevator entrance. I don't often come across those either. So they're pretty heavily fiddling with that stuff. A lot of things going to be changing, and in the process of changing. Military presence, like all these soldier body sites, are going to be going away or getting heavily nerfed as well. Horse ranch, I don't care about a horse ranch. Although it wouldn't be a bad spot to stop and do some reading. Wait out this stupid cold. Nah, let's ignore it. Oh, I should check for gas. But CBMs are getting an entire retcon. Their whole mythology is being changed, and availability is going to be changing. There's an Exodi faction. I think they're aliens that are going to be the source for CBMs in the future. They're going to get heavily edited, removed, changed. Siphon. So, soldiers in general are going to be a lot less prevalent. CBMs are going to be a lot different. I know those are on the list, so I'm assuming mutation stuff is probably going to get a similar shellacking or change. Yeah, the forced interaction with NPCs is the one and only thing that I fear. If they don't come through with the long-promised yet not yet delivered general NPC infrastructure overhaul. So many FEMA camps on the map gen now. And they force me to start dealing with NPCs just for normal general gameplay progression. I'll be pretty unhappy at that point. More and more stuff is getting handed off to NPCs. It says forest, but it's got the letter L. Lumberyard? Lumberyard. Either lumberyard. Lumber mill. I don't want to deal with any of that for the moment. Let's scoop down, instead of following this road out further, let's go down and take a look at Mariaville. Somebody mentioned the turn radius on the vehicle. The big thing about turn radius is your speed setting, so you probably don't notice me doing it, but I'm constantly, anytime I turn, I drop my speed significantly if I need to make a tight turn. That's, I've played the game so much and I've driven around so much, it's second nature to me now, but you'll see me changing my speed constantly. If I need to make a tight turn, I'll drop my speed down to the lowest setting, and we can make these tight turns. But if I'm going faster and I try to turn, that happens. So I just drop it down, I make my turn, and then I bump it back up again. And I'm doing it really quickly, so unless you're watching this number directly, you wouldn't even notice I'm doing it. Most vehicles that are of the standard sedan style can be pretty maneuverable. That's why I don't like going bigger than about the Humvee size. Humvee for life. A garage. We haven't really investigated a garage yet. I still don't have all the welding gear. Oh, that's the terrible garage. What zombie? I can get some stuff in the shed over here of this garage style, but not going to be much. Another library. So many books for this idiot character I'm playing. 3 intelligence, and I have all the books. Oh. Yeah, I just can't play with NPCs. It's not been possible for me to play with NPCs for quite a while. I'm glad they're in the game, they just... I can't use them. I'm literally... The reason is I'm too good at the game to play with NPCs. They're too stupid, they're too slow, too micromanaged heavy, too... just stupid. I can't maneuver with them, I can't do the things I can do by myself with them. I end up trying to rescue them constantly from their own stupidity, and it just drives me berserk. And if I don't put up with their nonsense and just leave them back at base, they make the game even easier for me, because I can raid them for all the skills and abilities and training and all that kind of stuff, and just lock them in a basement. And that's... I have to work hard to make the game difficult enough for me to play generally. I really don't need to make it easier by exploiting NPCs. So... I got issues with them. Fortunately, I gotta pop all these open. I already got goggles. Yeah, like I said, Not the one I was hoping for. You bring me SWAT armor? You did not bring me SWAT armor. Bad zombie. Decent cash card. I do not feel guilty about killing the zombie child. Don't tell me what I feel guilty about. Hey, stop banging on my sports car. Okay, Subway, hardware store. We got an endpoint something or other. And then my map is starting to run out. We need to get a hold of another map. Now I'm still on the lookout for a vehicle. Humvee preferred, of course. How we doing on gas? 32. All right, we're doing fine. The sports car's got surprisingly good good mileage. I think I'm done just running into odd houses. Unfortunately, it was an evac shelter. I guess we can just keep following the road. I got no particular goal in mind other than finding a riff or a research facility. Good old bubble car. No, we're not going to take that. Climb up a storage silo. Yeah, we can get a pretty good view off a silo. At least get me the immediate local area figured. So, hotel might possibly be a map up there. Motel. Campground. Uh-oh. Could have the luxury RV. Another lookout tower. I wonder if it's got the vehicle parked in the middle of all those trees. Otherwise, we got no roads continuing south. Industrial facility. Or light industry. Yeah, we'll head back that way, I think. I hate when I'm at the mercy of map gen. I have to carefully consider what challenges I do, because so many of them I've picked something to be a goal for the challenge, and then map gen has just said, oh, that's what you want, huh? I don't think so. Thou shalt not. And it just turned into me driving and driving and driving and driving, and then driving 14,000 times more. That was not fun. Alright, going down that away, see what kind of goodies a 1.0 item drop rate light industry has for us. Might get a torch. Oh really? You doubled up the light industries? We have light industries across the street from each other? You're kidding me. FEMA camps, light industries, what else is currently on the oh my god, not another one list? Those are the two that come to mind. There's always been, I think, just a little bit too much farm spam. I'm seeing a lot more of these large substations. And a lot more of the tree farm type stuff. That's hilarious. No van at either one. Is there a van at the south one? Oh, there is a van at the south one. We'll go south first, I guess. They need to get around to putting some zombies in this damn thing. They're going to spam so many of them on the map. Put some zombies in at least. Not a perfect engine, but it's not faulty, so it'll start. It just might take a few tries. Battery's low, and alternator is good, so it'll charge. So, I mean, I could swap to this, and it'd give us a lot more space. These are all cargo spaces, so it'd be a ridiculous amount of carry capacity for not much more vehicle size. I'd rip the wing mirrors off, so we'd go from 4 wide to 5 wide, and I think it's like 1 space, 2 spaces longer. It's not too bad. It would solve any problems with cargo capacity. Alright, but yeah, they need to put some damn zombies in this thing. I don't know why it still doesn't have any zombies. It's been around for a long time. Now that it's showing up so often, it's kind of ridiculous that it has no zombies for the amount of stuff that's in it. Swords of the Samurai. Got lots of tools, lots of raw materials. The van is usually here a fair amount of the time. Usually we can get, yeah, things like kilns and mixers, and mixers, jackhammer, but it's the bad jackhammer. So many mixers. Anybody need medium batteries? Are these electric or standard? Electric. Trash hammers. That's what they are. They're trash hammers. An anvil. An anvil and swage and die. We're most of the way to having all of the metalworking materials. Hey, there's gas in the trimmers. Another bottle jack, huh? Leave this stuff out by the van. I'm still considering the van. What you got? Nothing. Empty. How about the kitchen? A toaster and a rag. Rooms. Weaponsmith and chemical warfare. I mean, the book list out of this place is pretty stacked as well. So you got books, you got tools, you got raw materials, you got a kitchen. It's just, it needs zombies. That's just one side. This side's got books up in this northern section. Steel jerry can in the fire extinguisher. Home Brewer's Bible. First Responder Handbook. It's one of the best free book locations. No danger. Unless you've got a nearby zombie population for some other reason. There's a bunch of junk food, a bunch of junk drinks. And then more gear. More wood axes. Inventory all. There's the torch. Welding tank. Oh, multiple welding tanks. Of the large size. Full battery. Okie doke. That's one done. Leave this here. I'll bring the vehicle down and we'll grab that stuff after we look at the northern one. I always list my settings both here and on my YouTube videos so people know what I'm using and can also duplicate them if they so desire, if they want to give a try at a particular challenge. See how they'll do at it. So there's a regular gas jackhammer. Alright, so I think we might have one above too. And another one. So 2 jackhammers. And they're both electric. Alright, no problem. So we need a jackhammer. Oh, never mind. We'll just drag it out. Leave it there for now. More drinks. More candy. Engineering, home repair. Oh, that's right. I need new glasses. Was that? Oh, Math Max. Never mind. Tanning. The heck? Fermenting. Two more welding tanks and the torch. Grab the torch. Oh, 4 more welding tanks. That's so much gas. Can I carry these? No, can't carry all of them. I'm not sure I care enough. There's not usually anything further south. Are we gonna make the switch to the truck or the van? $180 out of 200. I do like the low profile sports car. The van would give me some more options. And obviously, way more storage. I should probably switch. Also, at least enclosed. Yeah, we have a hole here, but the windshield is blocking access or entry. So it is completely solid all the way around. No gaping holes for wild animals to get in through. Yeah, I'll end up switching. It'll make me nervous every once in a while when the engine doesn't start and I have to keep cranking it, but I think we'll have to do that. Keep those plush leather seats. Unfortunately, we won't be able to. I don't even have level 1 mechanics, so we haven't stopped to do any kind of skill ups. I think we made water to get food handling 1. And, oh crap, I still have vehicles turned on. How am I only level 2 at this point? How is... Wait a minute. I've been driving and driving and driving and driving and driving, and I'm only at level 2 on vehicles? How does that work? That seems... Oh, 2 int. Well, yeah, I guess there is 2 int. You think that's affecting it? There is that. I'll grant you that one. 2 int and typically low focus combined probably isn't going to accomplish much. Might as well leave it on. Nah, it's one of the most useless skills in the game. No reason to let my focus drain to train up stupid driving skill. Usually I turn it off right away. I just forgot, as I commonly do. Actually, let's change this around a bit. We'll put you here. Just like that. And we can make an easy transfer. Okay, everything I had in the previous car is now sitting right there. Not even filling up one single cargo space. So that'll solve that problem. The tanks are in really good shape, so we can transfer the gas. Let's fill up that one. Then let's transfer that out. And then let's transfer it back, but into the other tank. Alright, so it's all consolidated in this one pristine condition tank. I can put clean water in the other one or whatever. We've got a seat belt. Security system's broke. How are my wheels doing? Wheels are in good shape. Headlights, not in great shape. I'll have to replace the wing mirrors after we get at least Mech 1. Can I even take these off? Mech 1. Might be Mech 2 to install. I don't remember. Alright. Hey, sports car. You were great. Typically with this vehicle, I will bash out or remove this section so I can get back to the look back section from the cab instead of having to walk around to get to my gear. And I put some just ready to go food and drinks in the basket. And maybe some books. Yeah, I gotta be wrapping up here. I just wanted to get the vehicle transfer done. You want to see him struggle with SICP? We're never going to learn the computer skills. Even at max skill with the low intelligence we have, I think our rolls would be just absolutely stupendously bad. We're going to blunt force our way into any place that the computers would normally let me get into. So we'll be jackhammering or just, you know, smashing walls down. I'll just kick them down with my hooves. But I'm not going to bother learning SICP. The one and only skill that is mandatory for us to learn is applied science, so we can get the cattle mutation stuff going. So I'll be working on applied science. We'll just let the combat skills go as they go, unless I get some fairly easy to read book. But we've already got the high enough melee that we can trigger all of the abilities of our martial art. So Don't need dodge. These will raise as we use our weapons. So, not going to be unarmed. So, we basically have no melee skills to range. I almost never care about range skills because at the... I don't understand. The way the game is balanced is just really weird in some ways. Encounters with guns are usually at such close ranges you never miss anyway. And so, like, who cares? So, whatever. I never care about these skills. I'll raise them if I get opportunity, but I'm not worried about it. We have to do applied science so we can get cattle mutations going so we can be a Minotaur. Don't technically care or need. Only loosely. Don't care, and only loosely. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Do care a small amount. We'll raise it enough so we can have some decent healing rates, because we are still going to take damage. I need to get at least like 2 mechanics. Don't care, don't care. So, the list of things I have to level up is pretty small, which we'll try to keep it manageable. It'll take a bunch of real-world time, and when I sit down to read as slow as we're going to be reading, evolution's going to occur. I don't have 4 times faster evolution in this game world, so I think we have plenty of time. But we're not in a hurry, because I can't find a research facility. We're basically stuck until I find a research facility. That's going to have all the tools we need, and materials and so on. Alright, it's a good place to stop. We've got a new vehicle. We're all cleaned up. We got an awesome set of gear. Nothing I care about has been damaged yet, so we're still rocking our high-end weaponry and our high-end armor without any nicks or cuts or damage. We got lots more grenades added to the stockpile. Still got our gun with more ammo. I still got to figure out the melee. I'm still not quite doing it right, I don't think. But the damage seemed to have dropped quite a bit. We are blocking quite a bit, so... Switching from a pure super dodge to a high melee strength block build is still a little jarring to me. But we'll keep it up. We'll see how far we can push it. Alright, that is it for now. Thanks very much, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out with me, playing some Cataclysm. I will be back tomorrow with some more streaming. And we'll continue this one on Monday. Monday and Friday, if you're new and don't know what's going on. Monday and Friday are my Cataclysm nights, so 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock Central Time, U.S. This is now a little after 8 o'clock my time, so